This about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 27, Garoppolo. That one caught by Gibson. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Flush to his right, and it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. Fielded at the 20. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll look to throw right away. Looking middle, and that's complete. They unable to get this one. The 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
On 1st down, Jones almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
44's Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Watch the run.
Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Down and 9.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards the pick up there, and it's a first down.
Washington.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Garoppolo looks to throw. And his pass incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Giants 10. Washington, nothing. Graham Gano sets.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
Complete.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
A gain of 20. And a Washington first down.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
3rd down.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it'll be second down.
At the 40-yard line.
11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Giants' 14-yard line.
Here we go. White. 21.
Garoppolo again. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Logan Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Giants 10, Washington 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
44, Mike, 44.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He sets to fire deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Giant, Landon Collins. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
By Washington.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Washington on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And Washington has taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Check 26, check 26.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
It's 2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And taken at the 46. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. 20. Here we go again. 50 seconds.
On 1st down, Gibson.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Operating from the red zone now, Allen. And now he'll tuck it and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. Now a run with Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Jones now throwing again, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
For Saquon Barkley, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones. He's going to launch this thing way down. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And it's up and good.
Makes this Washington 21. Giants.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll set up to throw. And fights him off, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Chase Young make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones is going to look downfield for Barkley. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Again, it's Barkley. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On the option, Jones is going to keep it. First down and much more here for Jones. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll go to Barkley again, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Tony Brown there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down at 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Garoppolo's pass.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he finds McLaurin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yards.
Oh, no, he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's a 4-yard pickup, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes this Washington 28. Giants 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. From the gun, Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. It's Barkley on the counter. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
It's now
as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A beautiful fake. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Today's finals, Washington.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Washington, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9.